What's up guys, macadii here, bringing you a brand new FU battle. Today I'm against a guy called 100 Sun, and look at his team. He's got the powerful Arbark, which at the common set at the minute is to run Coil with EQ, Gunk Shot, and Sucker Punch. So I do have to watch out for that one. He's got the Electabuzz, which seems like 99% of teams seem to run. In my opinion, it's not that great at all. Like yes, it is fast, but it just doesn't hit hard enough for me, really. He's got the Gabite again, and the Metang. Alongside that, he's also got a Grumpig, which is most likely a special wall that, considering he's quite knockoff weak, you know, with those two, maybe the Gabite's more defensive, and then most likely Dragon Dancing Whiscash, which I should be able to handle reasonably well, especially with Go Go Goat and Trollin. So in terms of lead, it's a difficult call. I imagine the Metang is going to lead, but considering his lack of grass types, I'm actually going to lead with Trollin. Grass types do cause a bit of issue with trolling, but considering he's not got one, I think I'm at a better position. He does lead with the Electabuzz, which puts me on the spot really, because I'm not particularly keen on taking HP Ice. So I think I'm going to go out into Jack Frost, and I should be able to take pretty much everything he can go for, apart from the Focus Blast. But to be honest, it's very unlikely he will go for it. He does just go for the Volt Switch. In terms of what he's going to switch in, the only thing I can really see is the Metang. The Whiscash would be a weird switch, so the Arbok. There's no way the Gabite is coming in, so I would definitely say the okay, the Grumpig comes out. I'm just going to go for a Night Slash. Let me just double check. I am running Brick Break, so if he does decide to start setting up the screens, I can get rid of them, so that's not too much of an issue. I am just going to go for a Night Slash, and that does a really good chunk of damage. So if that's his special wall, he didn't lose any HP, so he isn't Life Orb. Nope. So I think I'm going to have to sack Jack Frost off. Unfortunately, he has done a decent amount of damage, and I did have to have something to take that Volt Switch. I really couldn't risk, you know, being hit by that HP Ice. So from here, he may be a spec set, which is a possibility. So it's unlikely I'm going to be outspeeding with Go Go Go, which is unfortunate. I don't particularly want to go out into Porygon just because I don't really want to take 2 hits from it. But that might be my only option. I think that probably is my only option from here, because if it's a spec set, I am going to be taking a lot from Dragonite, and I am fully physically defensive. So I'm just going to go straight for a Tri Attack just to get the most amount of damage off. He might be running a little bit of speed. It's actually no, because Beartic is very slow, so it's very unlikely that he is. He's probably more of a bulky set, so it may be a 2-hit KO. But with Recover Stalling and everything like that, I should be in a reasonable position. He sends out the Metang. Now, it's very, very tempting to go out into... I need to just get some damage off from this. This is the issue. So, I don't really want him to go for the Toxic. That's the thing. So, I think... if I can get a few Dragon Dancers up and start resting up and doing my Sleep Talk shenanigans, I should be able to start cycling for his team quite well. And if anything, the Metang is probably the best one to set up on. So I am going to go out as Siren. I know I'm not going to be doing too much, but I can't really risk swapping in on Go-Go and getting hit by a Toxic. He does just go for the Stealth Rocks, which is the more likely play, but I didn't particularly want to risk that. So I'm just going to go for the Dragon Dance here, and just to get a little bit of speed up, so I can get a bit of a sort of a fast rest off as well in the next turn. And we'll see what he does. I anticipate him probably switching out from here. Maybe the Electabuzz, but I doubt the Electabuzz is really going to be doing too much to me. And if he starts trying to set up with Arbok, I should be fine. He does go for the Meteor Mash, which isn't doing too much. I'm just going to go for the Dragon Tail here, because I am now outspeeding. I think from 50% I should be able to take a hit from the Electabuzz reasonably comfortably, and I'd be able to get a rest off and just start doing a bit of cycling, really. And don't think there's anything else he can really go for. He probably is just going to go for another Meteor Mash, bringing me down to 50%. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I'll just jump out here, as I've got a new t-shirt from a friend. It's got, I think it's the Japanese like famous wave painting, and it's got a Gyarados on it. And that was just a thank you for, well, not thank you, a well done for getting to 100 subs, which was really kind of her. From here, I think I could take a hit, but it's whether I just go for the rest. But then I do have the Shed Skin as well, because I do outspeed. I think I'm going to play it safe and go for the rest, because what I wouldn't want is to get myself down to a really low level of health and then the Electabuzz come out and take me out. He does swap back into the Metang. I do go for the rest this turn, and I wake up straight away. Lovely. I'm just going to go for another Dragon Tail. I know this isn't the fastest method in the world for getting damage around, but it does sort of start cycling the round, start doing little chips of damage. I do need to get this Metang down low. That's probably the most crucial thing. And even though I'm only taking sort of 10% off each time, it is still making a difference. The Whiscash comes out. I don't think that can do a huge amount of damage to me. So I think probably his most powerful move is the EQ, which is only doing 35%. And with the Life Orb, see, it is doing a good chunk of damage now. The Arbok comes out. I'm going to use this opportunity to go for a rest. I don't think he is going to go for a coil, considering he knows that I'm just literally cycling around. He hasn't seen the Sleep Talk yet, so he may be worrying that I do have another move. I go for the rest, as he does set up straight away for the coil. Okay, so this man means business. My Shed Skin does wake me up straight away, which is probably is better, to be honest, because it means, whoa, I do take a big hit there. And I missed the Dragon Tail. Well, I'm going to have to go for the rest here and hope. Yeah, I'm going to have to go for the rest and hope that... I'm not going to be able to make this, am I? Oh, that's such a pain. The Shed Skin does wake me up. The only way I can do this is to keep going for the rest and hopefully risk the Sleep Talk and actually get a fast Dragon Tail off. That's the only way I can actually see me being able to take this out. It does put me in a bit of a pickle. It does go straight for the Sucker Punch, which does put me in a bit of health. Hopefully, no, my Shed Skin does not activate this turn. Hopefully it will activate in the next turn. I know this is quite risky, but I do just go for the DD, which is unfortunate. He does go for the Gunk Shot this turn. I am going to go for another Sleep Talk. Hopefully I get the Dragon Tail off this turn. My Shed Skin doesn't heal me, so that is really unfortunate. But he is in a very good position. Please. Oh, no. I have a feeling from here it is probably GG, because Jumpluff won't be able to do anything to it. Linoon, I'm definitely going to not be able to take a hit. I'm going to have to go out into Alpha and hope that I can take a hit, and then I'm going to have to go for a Tri-Attack. Hopefully that should do a decent chunk of damage. It's just unfortunate I did miss that Dragon Tail at that really crucial moment. But yeah, Arbok is a huge threat. Even if it gets, as you can see, one coil up, it can quite easily work its way through a whole team. Just because the amount of attack is good. It does just go for the EQ, which I disagree with as a play, to be honest. I'm just going to go for another Tri-Attack. I think that's... No, I am going to have to go for the Recover this turn. Hopefully Gunk Shot doesn't do more than 50. Okay. I get the para though, so now I'm predicting him to sucker, so I'm going to go for the recover this turn. I really don't want the poison on me, that's the only thing, but this is the only move I can really go for. He does go out into the Metang. He probably is going to Toxic me at this point. But I don't have too much for it, so I'm actually going to have to just go for the Charge Beam and just try and get as much damage off on this Metang. Now that the Arbark's down that amount of health, Charge Beam is going to raise my special attack, which is good. I'm just going to go for a recover this turn, and I am quite comfortably set up now. The Metang probably is getting close to the point where my Linoon will be able to get him from there, but with the sheer offensiveness of his team, I am a little bit worried about what I can actually set up on. The Arbark I obviously won't be able to. The Gabite's probably the only thing. So I am just going to go for another recover. I know he is starting to get Meteor Mash boosts up, but I need to be at a comfortable amount of health, and this is one of the main things that does really sort of counter his team. So from here, let's see, a Tri-Attack Stab is 120 down to 60, and it doesn't miss, and I have a 20% chance to actually hacks him, which I know it's not the nicest thing to do, but I think Tri-Attack probably is the best play, because it also doesn't miss. It would be nice to get another boost off, but I kind of need to just whittle this down. How much did I can't see from here. I do get the crit, which is nice. From here, I'm just going to go for the recover, and I think probably just go for Charge Beams from here. He does get the double attack boost, which doesn't do as much as I hope. Oh, he gets... Oh, God. Oh, I am just going to have to go for the Tri-Attack here. He is getting to the point where he's going to be doing a huge amount of damage, considering... Oh, no, it is 20%, isn't it? Yeah, it is 20%. That is very... Oh, he does miss, which is unfortunate. Hopefully I get... Nope, I don't get any hacks off on him. And I'll just go for another Tri-Attack. I can't afford to miss with my 90% accurate Charge Beam. Does do a really good chunk, and he gets another boost. Just unreal, really. But from here, I am in a very precarious position with such low speed and at such low health as well. I think that probably is the end of Alpha. I am just going to go for the recover here, just in case I do live. It's very unlikely that I am going to be living this hit, but there's no point switching out, especially with the rocks here as well. I'm just going to be at too low a health to be able to do anything, really. He does take me out the Volt Switch, and we'll see what he goes out into. But at this point, he is starting to get whittled down. I probably need to whittle down the Garbite a little bit more first. But apart from that, the Whiscash is a point where I can take him out. I could almost definitely take the Electabuzz out with AE speed. Arbark's out, Grumpig is out. It's just that Gabite that I need to get a bit of chip damage off on. He does go out into the Grumpig. From here, I may have to go out into Looney Tunes and just go for the Shadow Claw. I'm pretty sure I should be able to take it out, considering oh, I can't remember what hit him. Because Go I have a feeling isn't going to be able to outspeed. But I guess a Horn Leech. Ooh, Looney Tunes is my win condition, and I don't really want to risk it on being able to take it out. Trolling isn't going to really touch it, so I am going to have to go out into Go Goat and just go for a Horn Leech. I don't anticipate him switching out, really. As I said, the Gabite's the only thing that I kind of need to whittle down, so hopefully he'll bring it out at some point. And it's the one I'm most likely to be able to set up on as well. So I anticipate the Grumpig just trying to attack, really. Just go for Side Shock. It does a really big chunk of damage, which isn't particularly nice, but there's not much I can do. From here, he most likely will go out into the Electabuzz. If he goes out into the Arbok, I'm just going to go for a sub, I think. Just in case he does want to go for the Sucker Punch. The Gabite, if that comes out, that's probably the best thing if he could bring it out. He does just go into the Electabuzz. I'm just going to go for a Horn Leech here. There's no point me trying to switch out here. I think this Electabuzz is choiced as well, so he is going to have to trap himself into a move. Fortunately, I do live a Psychic as well, and I end up actually better off than I was at the start. So I'm going to go for another Horn Leech here. He may want to try and save the Electabuzz, possibly by sacking off the Arbok, or the Whiscash. Considering, okay, he does go out into the Arbok just to get the drop. I do get a crit, which makes quite a bit of difference, and I'm actually now back up to quite a reasonable level of health, really. He knows now that the Electabuzz can't really touch me. He is actually forced out into the Gabite now. Oh, no, he goes out into the Whiscash. I have a feeling, unless he runs quite a lot of speed, which he may well do, to be fair, I may be outspeeding this. I don't think he's going to have much. He does go for the Bounce, which there is a chance I could live. I completely forgot that Whiscash run Bounce. I think, how useful is Trollin? Trollin is still reasonably useful because just for sorting out with that Gabite. But then so is Go-Go-Go. I think, unfortunately, I am going to have to sack Trollin because Go-Go-Goat walls the Electabuzz, hits hard on the Gabite, and also takes out the Whiscash. I can always sub on a predicted bounce, which is going to put him in a bit of trouble. And also the way I swap out as well may make him think that I don't really have much to do to actually hit the Whiscash. But yeah, I completely forgot about the fact that this thing got bounce. He doesn't take me out, which is interesting. So from here I should outspeed, so I'm actually going to go for a Leech Seed just to stop this thing doing any more bounce shenanigans, because if he does start trying to do more bounces, then he's going to have to take 2 sets of Leech Seed as well. Hopefully I won't miss my Leech Seed as well, and anything else that does come in is going to be taking quite a, being forced to do that, so he does go for that. I do outspeed, so actually I can be a little bit cheeky and go for a sub. This is what I was saying about in my team building video about how I actually haven't invested in HP. Because my Jumpluff isn't invested in HP, it means that actually I take a lot, the amount of health that I gain from Leech Seed is actually more than just about 12%, especially when you've got something with a lot of health like a Whiscash. So this turn I am going to go again for the Encore. Actually, yeah, I am going to go for the Encore, because it's going to force him to jump up, and he does swap out, which is well played. I was very tempted to go for the sub at that point, but it was a little bit of a tricky play. Theoretically, as long as he's not, this will make me find out whether he's Scarfed or not. So, at this point, I think I'm just going to go for a sub, because this is still my least useful mon at the minute. I do go for the sub, so he is most likely Specs, looking at that. So I'm actually going to be really cheeky, and I think a bounce is probably my best play, because Leech Seed, he's not going to lose any health from Leech Seed. He is just going for the HP Ice as well, which I think a bounce is probably the best bet, because there is a chance. I know I've not got the best attack in the world. I've only got 146 attack, but it is stab, and Electabuzz isn't the bulkiest mon in the world, and it gives me a little bit more leftovers as well in case he does decide to switch out, and it will put me back in range for another sub. But to be honest, I very much doubt I am going to be able to take a hit from that. From there though, I think, considering he's now locked into Hidden Power Ice, I would be better off going out into the Linoon and getting my E-Speed off. Yeah, I don't manage to take him out, and he does paralyse me, which is a shame. but I am taken out anyway, so it's not too much of an issue. I am going to go out into the Looney Tunes, and I'm going to use this opportunity to get a belly drum off. I don't think HPI should be doing too much, and even if I don't take out the Gabite, I've still got Go-Go Goats to reasonably good health that can handle both of those two very, very well. So I'm going to use this opportunity to get my belly drum off. HP Ice, don't think will be taking me out. He does go straight out into the Gabite, which is fair enough. I am just going to have to go straight for the E-Speed. I predict this to be a defensive set, especially when these can run the rough skin as well. I do take him out with a crit. That is unfortunate. But to be honest, at the amount of health that Go-Go Goat's at, I probably would have been able to win this, because I could have taken out the Whiscash, played around that with Sub, and the Electabuzz wouldn't be able to do much damage to me, as we've seen beforehand. I do go for the E-Speed. I think at this point he is trying to go for the Static, and then try and take me out the Whiscash, which is probably his best bet at the minute. However, you know, it's still going to be GG from here, because he is running Life Orb on his Whiscash. So the E-Speed takes him out. I don't get the Static boost, not boost, status, and he forfeits. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep up my latest content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Macadii out.